The Chicago Bears have signed running back Travis Homer to a 2-year deal worth $4.5 million after David Montgomery went to the Detroit Lions. What's going on, guys? I'm back with another Chicago Bears free agency update video, which I'll be doing anytime the Chicago Bears sign a free agent. Today was a pretty quiet day for the most part. We didn't make any big signings. Ryan Poles was at the Northwestern Pro Day talking to Peter Skoronski and the edge rusher they have there. I can't even pronounce his name. The Tommy they call him. So he was busy doing that. We didn't sign really anybody today besides this guy at the very end of the day. And let's talk about Monty first. Okay, so Monty went to join our rivals, the Detroit Lions. Okay, on a 3-year, $18 million deal. So about $6 million per year, which personally, I was kind of hoping the Bears would offer him a contract because even though I know he's not elite, he's good enough to be an RB1 for you, right? Like he knew the scheme. He was a good pass protector. He's a good pass catcher too. So I was kind of hoping the Bears would offer him a contract, but I'm also not going to be completely very, very upset about it because RBs are so replaceable nowadays. Ryan Poles is coming from an organization in the Chiefs that won a Super Bowl with a RB that was picked in round 7, Pacheco, right? So you can find running backs basically anywhere on the cheap. So it's not like a massive letdown, but it's still tough to see a guy in David Montgomery that ran so hard for the Chicago Bears, that gave his all, was a good leader in the locker room. A true, guy that loved to be a Chicago Bear, right? Like it hurts to see those guys go, especially to a division rival in the Detroit Lions, where he's not going to be playing us twice a year and running probably extra hard when he's facing off against the Chicago Bears. So really, really does suck that he had to go to a division rival in the Lions. I wish him the best of luck, except when he's playing us twice a year. Okay, I hope he does not do well in those games. Obviously, he's going to be a good player, I think, for the Lions. So otherwise, they're, I think, replacing Jamal Williams with this signing, obviously, because Williams now, they can't afford him probably. But let's talk about the running back that the Bears signed. Okay, so the Bears also signed a running back right after the news broke out that Monty was not coming back to Chicago, and his name is Travis Homer. Now, you probably have not heard of him because he's a depth running back, and that's what it's going to be for the Chicago Bears. Okay, he's not going to be a starting running back replacing David Montgomery, I hope, because he's not been that for the Seattle Seahawks, but he has been a decent RB2, RB3. That's a really phenomenal pass blocker, pretty decent pass catcher, and a good special teams guy as well. So let's talk about what he's going to bring to Chicago Bears. So Travis Homer was a 6th-round pick of the Seattle Seahawks back in 2019. He's 5'10", weighs 208 pounds, so a pretty bulky guy, I would say. Not very tall, but has a lot of muscle on him. Pretty big, bulky guy. That's why he's so good in pass protection. If you look at his relative athletic score, he tested as a very athletic running back. Okay, so very explosive, very fast, has high-end speed, very good agility, going side to side in the 3-cone drill, tested pretty decently. So he does have the athleticism that the Bears are looking for in their players, because most of the players the Bears have acquired in the Ryan Poles era have been athletic freaks. So it definitely does fit that mold. And if you look at what he's done with these Seahawks so far, so if I read you guys his stats, you can tell he's a depth running back if you look at his stats. Okay, so in his rookie year, he played in 16 games, only had 114 rushing yards on 18 attempts. Had some receiving yards too. The following year, not that much production either. In 2021, he actually did have 177 rushing yards. Pretty good yards per carry, obviously 8.4. So when he did get the ball, very, very productive, but just did not get the ball that often. Was a change of pace back. Had some receiving yards there too. And then last year, he also had, only 19 rushing attempts, 74 rushing yards, 157 receiving yards. So by his numbers, you can tell he's not been more than a depth running back for the Seattle Seahawks, who already had, pretty decent running backs ahead of him. He has played a lot of special teams, though, on the kickoff and coverage units. So rookie year, played 47% of special team snaps. The following year, 44%. Following year after that, 67%. Last year, he played 50% of special team snaps. And according to what I've seen online, he seems like a pretty decent special teams player. He had 9 tackles last year on special teams. So seems like he does have the ability to play special teams, which obviously is very helpful because you want those guys that can play, in the special teams unit, because those can be valuable. And, what his best trade is going to be for the Chicago Bears, okay, if he does have to end up, getting some reps, which I'm sure he will, okay, he will be playing here and there probably for the Chicago Bears if he did get a 2-year deal. It probably isn't going to be only special teams work. He's going to be bringing a really good pass blocking presence on the football field. Okay, so according to PFF, he only allowed 15 pressures on 145 pass blocking snaps, which is really damn good. Okay, he's a monster as a pass protector. Okay, a guy that can go up against the bigger guys and still buy time for his quarterback to get the throw off, which is pretty important because as we've seen the last year, okay, when you have a guy like Khalil Herbert in there at running back and when he's forced to have to be in pass pro, okay, if he cannot be functional or at least average in pass pro, the play is going to be blown up. Okay, multiple plays last year, passing plays were blown up because Khalil Herbert was pass protecting. And if you only have a guy, out there that is only a good runner, that makes your offense very one-dimensional because when he's on the football field, you probably are going to run the football because he can't catch the ball or he can't pass protect. So having a guy like Travis Homer in here that can be maybe like a third down back every once in a while, or if he has to step up, if there's injuries, whatever, like he could be that back for the Chicago Bears where he can be on the football field and still be a decent, change of pace back, but still, provide the Bears with the ability to catch the ball out of the backfield and still pass protect really, really well for quarterback Justin Fields. I think that's very important. I'm happy the Bears, got a running back like that can actually pass protect because it's more important than people think it is for a running back to be able to pass protect. So overall, we'll see what the signing turns into. It's obviously not like a great signing, not a very good signing because it's a depth player that's probably only going to be depth for you or a special teams guy. So there still could be a lot of value in that. Getting a guy like this, so it's not, a horrible signing, I'd say, but it's also not something you should be super excited about because he's probably not going to be much more than a depth player. But obviously, I could be wrong, okay, if there are injuries or if he does, find a way to get into the starting RB role, then we could have a different conversation, but I don't think that's going to happen given his lack of production with the Seattle Seahawks. But I do think the Bears will add another running back through the NFL draft now. Okay, there's not that many running back free agents available, good ones at least. There is Austin Eckler available for trade from the Chargers, but I don't think the Bears should go after that because giving up draft capital and acquiring an older running back that you're going to have to pay as well, I don't think that's a good use of your funds when you could probably just get a really good running back in rounds 3, 4, or 5 like teams do every single year. Okay, teams always find great running backs in the middle rounds, or you can even draft one in like round 2 if you want to draft Jahmyr Gibbs if he falls to you somehow, which probably not, but crazier things have happened. Okay, teams do not value running backs whatsoever anymore. I mean, look at Monty's deal. Monty only got $6 million per year, and that was the highest offer he got from any team. The Bears did not even match that. So running backs clearly are not valued as much as they were, which is kind of sad to me because I love watching a guy like Monty play for the Chicago Bears. He fought hard. He really provided me with a lot of joy being a Bears fan, but it's a business. The NFL is a nasty business, and you got to make the smart business moves for your team to, do well, and that's what Ryan Poles thinks he's doing with this move. So let me know what you guys think about the signing down below in the comments, but as always, bear down.